recently uploaded a video about Liberty Falls, one of Black Ops 6's new zombie maps that are coming out on release. And that got 33,000 views and a lot of mixed reactions. I have not been to COD Next, obviously. I don't know what the gameplay is going to be like, but I am able to use my brain and make an educated opinion about how I think Liberty Falls is going to fit into zombies. Now, I've been playing the open beta with some friends, and I played about 33 hours in the first 2 beta sessions, and I have to say, Omni movement feels absolutely awesome. The gunplay is great. I really like it. It's not as laggy as I thought it was gonna be, but here's the thing. We already know that Call of Duty has mastered multiplayer. There is no point in me saying, but the multiplayer is so great, the zombies is gonna be great. It's not the same thing. So now that we've established that the multiplayer, or the feel of the multiplayer, and zombies is utterly irrelevant, they are disconnected from each other entirely. However, with the information here, we can make that informed opinion about Black Ops 6's zombies. So before I go into more depth on Black Ops 6's zombies, I want to actually talk about what I personally think makes a great zombies map, and what other games, specifically Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, accomplished perfectly. I feel like nondescript storytelling is a massive part of what made zombies so good. There was never, oh, well, this guy did something bad. His name is, blah, 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 blah. He does, blah, 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 with the, blah, 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 blah. It was, this is Richthofen. This is a Nazi German. Period. Full stop. It wasn't all given to us at one point in time. We had to slowly build up to that throughout multiple games throughout the years. It wasn't just, oh, here's a trailer and you know everything about the characters all at once. Another thing that I personally liked, and it's okay if you don't agree with me on this, I really liked all of the different and alternating crews. I love the Victus crew. I don't mind any of the celebrity casts. I know people love the Mob of the Dead cast. I like it when we explore different characters, how they all fit into the grand scheme of things, like the cycles continuing and stuff like that. I personally love all those, oh, we're taking a little bit of here, a little bit of there, and we're sprinkling it into these new maps, kind of subtly, but it all works out together well. We're designed specifically for how is the player going to be interacting with the environment, how are the zombies interacting with the players, and how are the guns interacting with the zombies. It's a full circle type of thing. And lastly, my favorite thing about zombies is the interactive dialogue between every single cast and crew that there is. We have the Victus crew talking about X, Y, and Z. We have the Primus crew talking about this. We have the Ultimus crew talking about this. Everyone's got their own little unique dialogues. Dempsey and Takeo don't talk the same as Misty and Stuhlinger. There is a human feel there. And oh my God, we are going to die because it's zombies. Now, this is just very briefly what I think makes zombies good. And I am sure that there are videos out there that do a much better job of explaining it than I ever could. But with all of that out of the way, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Liberty Falls. Now, Liberty Falls has had a bunch of criticism. What I feel like Liberty Falls is lacking is that there is not a set crew at all. Hearing the players interact with one another, the player characters, that makes it feel like we're playing as actual people instead of just, oh, military guide number 8. So you can play as any operator in the game that you'd like. And that to me takes away a lot of the investment that I was going to be feeling, because even though there was a very awesome cinematic for it, I feel like I'm just a disposable military person. I don't matter in the grand scheme of things. That to me makes the atmosphere take a hit, and like I said, magic. I saw someone online say that this felt like it was very military Call of Duty first instead of Call of Duty fantasy zombies first. I feel like they need to find that balance again, because this separation of the two is really not working. Some people have been saying, oh, the skybox needs to be different. We've had daytime maps before. Well, why is this one so boring? Why does this look so lackluster? To a certain extent, I can understand why. The zombie spread just started the day before the characters get here. So of course not everything's gonna be on fire like it is in Nuketown Zombies or Transit. Feels like the perk machines are randomly thrown on the street. They're afraid of magic and having things like the Hellhounds and such. But it has the exact same parasites that are in Terminus. I was super excited because I thought, oh, Terminus has a very unique map location, which we'll get into in a minute. I thought that, oh, of course there'd be random parasites in the middle of the nowhere landia in Terminus, because that's what things do given certain environments. They evolve. There is no reason in my mind that we should have the exact same zombies that are in Terminus that evolve into parasites and those flying bugs and the big old dudes that chase you and stuff. I feel like that should be map specific. And that's one of the things that when I was watching COD Next, I was kind of like, and instantly called it out because it feels so out of place. Now, speaking of Terminus, let's talk about what Terminus is doing good. I'll say it again, I have not played Terminus. I can only make an educated opinion about what I've seen and what I've heard from other people talking about it. There is going to be a crew for Terminus. Now, it's not gonna be like any of the other Black Ops 4 and below games. It's going to be an operator-based crew. If you pick 1 out of 4 operators that are going to be the main characters of this map, they'll have dialogue, they'll talk, and so on. And that does a whole bunch for the narrative storytelling, because I don't wanna have to be like, I'm being chased by 90 zombies. Oh no! Let me listen to this radio, guys. 1 minute. Okay, write this down. It's Morse code for what the fuck. I feel like having a crew there, though. I am so excited for that. I'm gonna be playing as one of the set crew characters because I want to have those little tidbits and so on. Atmosphere. Like I said with Liberty Falls, it looks like a multiplayer map. Terminus looks totally different. Set in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night, in the Philippine Sea, it is both a secret testing facility and a prison. That is a lot cooler. That makes it be like, oh, it's a testing facility. We can have these random perks scattered about. We can have these experimental zombies running around because nobody knows what we're experimenting on. They have the ocean that you can go through, the freaking ocean. So you can explore like, oh, I wonder what happened to this random ship. There's a lot of storytelling in the environment. There's a lot of this and that and the other. Let's figure out exactly where we are. Let's say, what happens in the Philippine Sea? Maybe there's a specific type of like mythological monster or something. Also, throughout the entirety of Terminus, I already feel like I am going to be learning the story while I'm playing, instead of, oh, well, I did a few things here and then I exfilled and now there's a cutscene and yippee, I did it. It's going to feel like, oh, people are saying certain things. There's certain interactions. The cinematic will play and, oh, that's why they said this thing at the start of the game at 5 minutes in. That's why this quote was said. Similarly to how they've been teasing that our new character Maya is looking for her brother. Why is she at this prison science experiment base? Why is she teaming up with William Peck? How is our main crew going to sort of grow to trust her because it's William Peck and he was like one of the villains from the last game? How is it all going to connect together? What is their relationship to one another going to be? That's what I like. I like that storytelling that's not so, oh, well, this is Maya's brother. Survive now. I want to be able to use my critical thinking skills to figure out something. I want to have the conversations online with people where they're using their thinking skills. Our brains work, Activision. And this isn't just an Activision thing. There's a lot of company-based things. Companies think that people are stupid. And it especially saddens me because something like Activision/Treyarch, they know that we are capable of absorbing and understanding a complex story. But for some reason, they're just not giving us that. But there is hope because Terminus seems very promising. Liberty Falls doesn't seem as promising, but during the COD Next stream, when streamers were actually playing and seeing the map for the first time, Easter eggs were turned completely off. There's no side Easter eggs, no main Easter eggs, none of that. We saw in the cinematic trailer, Richtofen is in some type of random like museum-y looking thing. There's like a skeleton, whatever this is here. There's a random elevator going down into like a bunker system where kind of like Sophia is, but inside of there is Sam and the Forsaken. My dream for Liberty Falls is that there is some type of underground bunker system that we can go down into. Whatever elevator Richtofen goes through, I would love to go in there. That way we can meet with Richtofen. We can see Sam inside of the Forsaken containment unit that it looks like Sophia. That would be the coolest thing ever. And of course, since nobody knows what the Easter eggs are right now, other than the people who actually made the Easter eggs, we don't know. It could be everything that we think it is, which is terrible map design, boring gameplay, repetitiveness, camo grinding map, and so on. Or it could be the most expansive Easter egg experience we've ever had. It could go more into depth on if this Edward Richtofen and Samantha Maxis are actually the ones from Black Ops 4's Tag Der Toten Easter egg. Okay, so I'm editing this video right now, and I wanted to bring up a few other things about Liberty Falls that I didn't mention when I was actually recording this video. But how cool would it be if the skybox did change over time while you're completing the Easter egg? Like, we go into the church where Pack-a-Punch is, and it's all dark etherified. What if there is a certain step that you have to complete in the actual Easter egg that flips between, and the church is fine and everything outside is dark ether? That would do loads for the atmosphere. Oh my god. Also, I cut it out of this video mostly because I wanted to talk about it here, but I was trashing Liberty Falls a lot for how everything felt really out of place. Like, what the heck are these things here? That's not zombies. But it really makes sense given the whole of the story so far. We see Richtofen coming out and talking to military personnel, aka Blanchard, and telling him to lock down the bunker, the secret underground bunker. Blanchard then goes on to say, while in game, that these people trusted them, that they let them down. So, of course, the people knew that there was a big military influence in the town. Of course, there's gonna be new technology in the zombies timeline where we have things like Gersh devices, where we have teleporters, where, you know, stuff like that. My first reaction was, what the heck is this? This is really new, this is really out there. But the more that I kind of look into it and the more that I focus on, okay, let me analyze this gameplay, I feel like Liberty Falls is actually going to be a fine map. Now, do I still have my doubts? Yes. But after looking at many streamers' gameplay, I can confidently say that this map is not as bad as we all initially thought it was, and that includes myself. I originally thought this map looked like hot garbage. I am not as excited about Liberty Falls as Terminus. My hype and anticipation for the map is slowly climbing. And just to put this out there, I am perfectly fine with change in zombies. I know that we are never getting World at War gameplay. We're not getting Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, 3, 4, Cold War. Those games are their own separate entities, and I am well aware that that era of gaming is over entirely. Just saying that because a lot of people were nitpicking about that in the video. I actually really love the idea of Sam and Richtofen being grown up relatively normal, or at least compared to their lives in the actual Ether timeline. Okay, now I'm gonna toss you guys back into the video because that's all I wanted to say. And of course, how is this going to connect with Cold War zombies and Modern Warfare 3 zombies? Because Modern Warfare 3 zombies just received the final DLC and it hinted at Liberty Falls. It also hinted throughout the entirety of that zombies campaign that Ava is actually daughter of Samantha Maxis, who dragged Ava into this portal. You know, there's so many things to expand on that I am genuinely excited because in the room that she gets pulled in, it's actually Liberty Falls. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is years after the events that are taking place right in Black Ops 6 Zombies. However, we've time traveled before. It would not be the craziest thing to do again. So, the real question that I have is, could Liberty Falls blow us all away? Could it become a hit classic like COD Der Toten, The Giant, Origins, Mob of the Dead? Do you think that Liberty Falls, with the addition of its Easter egg, could be something better than what we've actually been shown? I thought that the gameplay shown was very lackluster, very boring, very unoriginal. I have changed my original opinion, and I actually have faith that they are going to do something very insane. They keep on preaching that, no, this isn't a little bonus map. It's not going to be like the Giant. It's not going to be something super small that you can just run around in with a bunch of reused assets. They claim that it has its own Easter egg. So what do we think about this, guys? Is the Easter egg going to be something big and worth it? Or is it going to be something like the fly trap for Black Ops 3's Easter egg? Something so abysmal, but it helps you get like the RK5. And please remember, folks, it is totally okay to change your opinion. So let's just all be open-minded. Nothing is set in stone. And also, this is just pure speculation and an educated opinion of mine. And if your opinions don't match up, that's totally okay. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what you guys think, because I would love to honestly hear it. That's what the zombies community is really about. It's kind of like, oh, what do you think? What do you think? Let me know. But yes, buds, let me know what you think. And when Black Ops 6 comes out, you can bet your asses I am going to be streaming and playing the crap out of zombies, including Liberty Falls and Terminus, as well as the campaign in videos to come. So make sure if you're interested in that, then hit subscribe and join the village today. It's only a click away.